Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and I am a stay-at-home mom and I sell on eBay and Amazon part-time while my boys are at school, and it's the perfect balance for me because I'm able to make money from home doing what I'm doing on my own schedule. I am here to teach you guys how to do exactly the same thing. So today I want to talk about how things went last month. It was a monster month of sales. I sold almost $8,000, which I think is actually a record for me for eBay. I've sold more on Amazon, but for eBay, since it's a little bit more labor intensive, it's a little bit harder for me to achieve. So I'm absolutely thrilled with that. I want to share some of my best sold items from last month. A lot of these brands are brands you probably haven't heard of from me before, as far as like what I've talked about. Usually I talk about certain brands that I resell, but I'm going to actually mention some different brands that have sold for me really well this last month. And these are brands that I got through liquidation. As a lot of you know, if you watch my channel, I am pregnant. I am almost done with the first trimester. I have been looking for different ways to source inventory because I know that thrifting might not be an option for very much longer as I get uncomfortable. So I have been looking for some liquidation, experimenting with some different ways to get inventory, and so far it's actually been really good. As a side note, I know it's probably extremely frustrating to hear that I got things not necessarily thrifting, that I got it by other means, and also that I'm not necessarily sharing where I got those items. And I know that's hard, I'm sorry. It's just part of this business. You know, if I were to share where I'm getting everything, then it would invite way too much competition and I would be sinking my own ship, and I can't afford to do that. So all I will say is I'll really encourage you guys to get out there and search and find things. You're gonna have bad buys, good buys. Just know that if other people can do it and make it successful, that means you can too, but you do have to go through the steps. No one's kind of exempt from going through those painful steps of figuring out which suppliers are gonna be good and which are not. And believe me, I've made some bad buys. So if you have too, you are not alone. First up are these American Eagle jeans. These are men's skinny jeans. They're distressed. They are new with tags. They sold for $40 plus $6 shipping. American Eagle sells decently well for me. It's a brand I hadn't picked up in the past very much, but I'm noticing that their used jeans, especially in the more trendy and modern styles, are selling pretty well for me. So that's something that I'll also look for as I'm thrifting while I can. American Eagle Outfitters jeans in good recent styles can sell pretty quickly and for a decent price. This is an Eddie Bauer parka. Eddie Bauer is another brand I didn't usually pick up, but this is brand new with tags from that liquidation. I listed it for a little over $100 and it sold. This is the Evertherm down parka jacket. It felt like really good quality. Again, it was new with tags, but even if it didn't have the tags, I'm not sure I would have picked it up if it was Eddie Bauer. So I'm actually glad that I found it, listed it, and saw that it sold. Eddie Bauer was a brand that I did not pick up at the thrift, but if it's in this style, if it's a newer style, more recent, and it has this really high quality feel to it, I may pick it up from now on. Like I've always said, parkas are great. They're the ones that go longer than just a regular coat, and anything that's full zip does really well for me. Also, anything that has a down fill is going to be a little bit of a faster sell, at least in my experience. This is an Everlane cardigan. It is, again, new with tags. It is the Twisted Merino cardigan in cream. And Everlane is a brand I love selling. Whenever I find it thrifting or now liquidation, I absolutely adore selling it. Sold pretty quickly for $45 plus $6 shipping. Totally thrilled with that. Definitely keep your eyes peeled for Everlane in the future. These are some UGG Kristen new in the box suede boots. These sold overnight for my full asking price of $110. I am so thrilled with that. One way to get around expensive shipping with shoes is if you have a really big bag. It can either be an extra large Tyvek bag from the post office or a really large bag from eBay. You can put the box right in a bag and go to pirateship.com. This isn't sponsored, it's just a really easy way to ship. Go to Pirate Ship, use the cubic shipping rate, box in a bag, and you will get a super low rate. So even though this was a pretty big box to ship and kind of heavy, it only cost me a little under $10 to ship. This is a North Face Little Boys 3T full zip puffer jacket, and I love selling North Face for kids, Patagonia for kids. It sells great. I would have just kept this if it were my boys' sizes, but they are getting way too big. It sold for $40 plus $10 shipping, which I was thrilled with, and it sold really quickly. This is an Invicta watch. Invicta is a watch brand that has a really, really high retail value. I think this retailed for $400, but I think they inflate their retail prices, and you can actually find these a lot of times at TJ Maxx or Ross. They're kind of on clearance. So this is an Invicta men's watch. It sold for $100 overnight to someone internationally. I have more that I need to list that I just haven't gotten around to yet. So that is on my definitely list those quickly, Ash, because it sold really fast. This is a Lilly Pulitzer maxi dress, new with tags. I actually got a ton of these online, and I am so glad I got them for a good price because they are selling for over $100, close to $100 or over $100 each, and I'm thrilled with that. I think I have a full bin of them, so I'm thrilled because these will be great for summer. Lilly Pulitzer sells awesome for me. Definitely do not sleep on it. I also love the concept of selling things that are more new with tags because I feel like returns will be lower on these. They're brand new. There's never any flaws or any, wear or anything to disclose. So I'm thrilled with this. I have a few different styles of Lilly Pulitzer that I'm hoping will continue to sell for me. This is another one. This is the Lilly Pulitzer Marquette shift dress. It's like a white lace overlay shift dress, really, really pretty. I have one like this, and I also have one with longer fluted sleeves. That's also kind of a mini dress, really cute. And this one sold for $75 plus $5 shipping. Love Lilly Pulitzer. It sells awesome for me, especially these newer styles. This is a North Face men's Gordon Lyons quarter zip. It sold for $50 plus $6 shipping. Again, it was new with tags. If you don't want to go like the liquidation or the online arbitrage route, you can always go to like TJ Maxx and Ross, and they often have North Face, Lilly Pulitzer, really steeply discounted items, especially during their yellow tag sale. That is one way to find some of this stuff if you can at a deep discount. And I should also add that yes, with liquidation, you're getting some really good stuff like this, or online arbitrage or any bulk buys, but you're also getting stuff that maybe doesn't sell as quickly or doesn't sell as well. So I am kind of showing the highlights, but I'm also sitting on a lot of stuff that I still need to list and that I have a hunch won't sell quite as fast. So it is a give and take, and I will have to see in the end if the price I'm paying for this bulk inventory is actually worth it compared to how fast things are selling. So that's just a small disclosure there. These are some Revice jeans. It's a brand I hadn't heard of before. I think they're sold at Buckle. These were some new with tags, true romance 90s wash jeans. These kinds of jeans, the style of jeans are coming back. The wider leg, the retro, the 90s, the 80s, all coming back. As you guys know, maybe if you've heard on TikTok or social media, I guess skinny jeans are out, side parts are, I don't know. Gen Z's telling us all kinds of stuff. That's fine. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. But like I grew up in the 90s, so I was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s. I remember these styles, and it's funny how they're just coming back now. It's like hilarious to me and kind of a sign of my age. But these sold very quickly for $35 plus $6 shipping. These are some logo Lori Goldstein mules. I found these at the thrift. I had a video where I showcased some of them actually. And I found a ton of logo by Lori Goldstein shoes, brand new without the box. So I pulled them home, and sure enough, these sold for $28 plus $10 shipping. I was really happy with that. We'll see if the other ones sell, but this is pretty promising considering I paid, I think, about $6 per pair. And I should say that with the liquidation that I'm showing you, on average, I did pay anywhere from $5 to $10 per item. So again, I'm showing you the highlights, but that doesn't cover some of the stuff that won't sell as fast. So just be aware of that. These are some Gymshark. Gymshark is a great brand to pick up. These actually sold faster for me than Lululemon. I don't know if Lululemon is trending down or what's going on with that, but Gymshark and a few other brands are selling a little bit faster. Gymshark and a few other up-and-coming brands are actually selling a little bit faster for me, so we'll see. But these are the Vital Seamless leggings in olive. I had one in olive, one in black, and they sold really quickly. So thrilled with that for $45 plus $5 shipping. If you ever see Sitka, S-I-T-K-A, grab it because these are some very expensive jackets. They are for outdoors, fishing, they're outdoor gear. This is the OptiFade Waterfowl Timber Delta wading jacket, brand new with tags, and it sold for $235 overnight. So Sitka is a huge bolo. Do not sleep on it. These are some Rourke men's board shorts. These are the Boatman series. They retail for a lot. The retail price I want to say was around $80 for these shorts. They sold for $40 plus $10 shipping, which I was so happy with. Just as a very general rule of thumb that I have is that if something is new with tags, you can count on about half of the ticket price or the retail price for your listing value. So I will generally list things for half of the retail value, sometimes a little more if it's more in demand, but that has been a pretty good standard I've gone by and a good place to set my expectations. If I place it too close to the retail price, it generally sits for a long time. So 50% off retail price has kept things moving for me. These are those Abercrombie & Fitch jeans I was telling you about. They are the super high-rise mom jeans from the 90s. I swear I wore these in 3rd, 4th grade. So it is hilarious to me, but hey, they are coming back and that's great. As long as we stick with high-waisted, I can stomach that. If we start moving back to the low-rise, I emotionally don't know if I can handle it. So either way, these sold for $35 plus shipping. They sold really quickly and I knew that these would be a fast flip. Abercrombie & Fitch can be great. As a side note, cargo pants are coming back. So look for these 90s styles and these 90s trends and I think you'll find things are selling pretty quickly. This is a Tiffany & Co. padlock necklace. My friend Colin in Texas, who sends me stuff that I will sell on consignment for him, sent me a ton of Tiffany & Co. jewelry. It was a little bit scuffed and worn, but I used some Tarnex to clean it right up and it cleaned so easily and so quickly. I just dipped it in the Tarnex, rinsed it with cold water, and it seriously looked like new. So I sold 5 different items of jewelry from Tiffany & Co. and they all sold within a few weeks. I have one more that I have not listed yet just because I cleaned it, but this sold for $200 plus shipping. Really, really pretty. I had never sold Tiffany & Co. jewelry before, so I was really thrilled that it sold so fast, and I'll show you guys another one that sold for even more. This is that shot military jacket. It sold for $100 plus shipping. This is from, if you guys remember, my trash bag video where I got all those trash bags for like 30 bucks. This was hiding in one of them, which was great. So I cleaned it up, I steamed it, I got it all ready to go, and it sold for $100 plus $10 shipping. So that alone made both garbage bag hauls worth it. Or maybe not, I don't know. These are some Doc Martens Zavala combat boots. Doc Martens are coming back. I swear, again, this is what I wore when I was 13 years old. Combat boots, baggy jeans, high rise, with like an oversized flannel top. I swear, it's crazy to see this come back. But these sold very quickly for $85 plus $10 shipping. These are some Hey Dude Wally socks, that's what they're called. And I have a few more pairs that I'm going to be listing. These are the black and gray slip-on comfort shoes. They're super lightweight, brand new with tags. It sold for $48 plus $10 shipping. I was thrilled with that. These are sold at Buckle, I believe. And I had no idea they were a thing. Again, I hope I'm introducing a ton of brands to you guys to keep your eyes peeled for. Okay, I believe you pronounce this Fjallraven. This is a 3XL Woods elbow patch sweater. It had a couple little tufts on it that I disclosed, but it was in really good condition and it sold for $60 plus $6 shipping. They make those backpacks that you might be familiar with. They have a very, very distinct fox logo, so definitely keep your eyes peeled for this brand. It sold fast and really well. J. Crew is selling a little bit slower for me these days, but this is the double cloth Metro trench coat or jacket trench style, super thick. It's from 10 years ago, so this is an older style, but it still sold for $80 plus $6 shipping. This is kind of a bolo style for J. Crew, the double cloth Metro coat. So keep your eyes peeled for that. You'll feel it with the quality, really high quality, and underneath the tag you'll see double cloth in really bold letters. So that is something to look out for. I was really thrilled that it sold so fast. These are some Freddie. I had not heard of Freddie before. I'm glad I looked it up. It's like an activewear brand, I think, but it doesn't look like it. I don't know. They're very stretchy like activewear, and they were hiding in the leggings section, but these are the WR.UP high-waisted leggings sculpting pants. These sold for $54 plus $6 shipping. What tipped me off with these were they were well made and they were made in Italy, and that was on the tag, so I looked for that. And I was curious enough to look them up, and I'm glad I did because they sold for a lot and they sold really quickly. Okay, these are some Bed Stew Las Cruces woven point toe leather flats, and they sold in about a month for $52 plus $10 shipping. I love selling Bed Stew. It sells quickly for me. It sold at Buckle. Every time I've picked it up in the women's style, it has sold in a week or two. This was probably the longest one to sit, but I also kind of priced it high. I'm so glad they sold great. Even the one time that I had mismatched Bed Stew shoes, they sold really quickly. So I'm really thrilled with this. I'm glad that it was like one of the only things I picked up at Savers a while ago. Savers was pretty dry, but these were there for only $6. So really happy with this flip. And then last but not least, these are some Tiffany & Co. triple bangle bracelets. They're interlocking. They cleaned up beautifully with that Tarnex. Again, I can't recommend it enough. Sold for $300 plus $5 shipping. I did ship these priority just for a little bit of insurance in case they got lost. So I do recommend that if you're selling something that's expensive, but happy with this sale, and all of the Tiffany & Co. stuff sold, so Colin is getting a nice commission this last month. And I love just getting things in the mail and being able to list them. That's another thing that I'm going to have come in really handy as I get later into pregnancy and it's going to be harder to thrift. So yeah, really excited with these sales. I'm so excited that I'm able to share some of these brands with you and encourage you to expand your horizons a little bit if you're just thrifting and maybe scared to take that next leap. I don't know. So far for me, it's working out okay. I will definitely keep you guys posted with how liquidation and online arbitrage and online sourcing is going. But for now, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I stay lucky and that I can keep growing my eBay sales up to $10,000 for a month. That is my next benchmark. I'm hoping I can get to $10,000 in sales for March. So wish me luck. We will see how that goes. But thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. If you like this video, if it helped you in any way, don't forget to leave a comment and give a thumbs up to let me know. That's the best way to tell me that you liked a video and that you want more content like this. And subscribe to my channel for content based around how I run my businesses with my busy, crazy life with my little boys. So as always, you guys take care, and I will catch you next time.